I've been a childbirth educator now for over 35 years, and in that time I've had the privilege of working with many educators around the world, training them, working with them, helping them develop their programs. One of the things I've discovered is that many, particularly beginning educators, have trouble knowing where to start, what activities to include, how to design the program, how to make it exciting and interesting and engaging for the parents. I decided to look back over what I've learned over these years and to pull it all together in the Essential Educator Kit. This is designed for those who are starting out in this field and who need help with getting the whole program pulled together, and it's also useful for those who've been working in this way for some time and who are looking for some new ideas, perhaps a different approach, who need to think about a different activity or two. The Essential Educator Kit is my pride and joy. I hope you will find it very useful in your work as well. The Essential Educator Kit is designed around 4 separate sessions for labour and birth. Let me introduce you to Labour and Birth 1 and 2. These are the first 2 classes in the series. Once again, this kit contains everything that you need, even the pencils for working with the worksheets. There's the tape for creating a nice ambience in the room when people are arriving, and there are 2 useful DVDs. One on how to use models effectively and how to present the information about the pelvis, and the other one is a very nice DVD that has a wonderful set of birth images that can be used either as a background or to talk about the story of birth. There's a facilitator's handbook to guide you with the presentation of the program, and of course the name tags so everybody knows who's who, and again some further copies of Preparing for Birth, Mothers and Fathers. Once again, there are a number of workbooks. Some of these are generic and are useful across the whole of the series on labour and birth, all 4 classes. And some of these relate specifically to the first part of this series. A session guide for both Labour and Birth 1 and Labour and Birth 2. And a set of evaluation sheets for doing some evaluation of your program as you go along. These are the main components in Labour and Birth 1 and 2. This box contains everything you need for the 3rd and 4th session in your Labour and Birth series of the Essential Educator Kit. It again contains a number of activities and including all the bits and pieces you need to make them work. This one is for the epidural role play simulation, which is a wonderful way of making sure parents understand what's involved in epidurals. And this is the equipment needed for the cascade of intervention activity. All of these are fully explained in the teaching outlines. There's also a session summary sheet, which is a handy memory jogger for the educator to use after each class, and of course outlines for each of the programs so that you know what you're doing in each session. There are group cards for the small group activities, and once again you'll find there are worksheets. This particular one is for the visit to the labour ward, tear-off handy sheet for the parents to use. This box will complete the activities that you need for the complete Labour and Birth series of the Essential Educator. I should also add that in addition to what I've shown you in each of the boxes, there are a number of other elements to this kit. In the Labour and Birth kit, for example, there are 6 sets of charts, including the giving birth charts, the labour pain charts, progress in labour, cascade of intervention and so on. Plus there's a portfolio bag to keep your charts in, a charts binder. There's a kit bag to put all your bits and pieces, dolls, pelvis, videos, DVDs and everything in. and a number of other elements that you'll find useful as part of your program. It's a complete kit.